Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. Look, I have my gorgeous girlfriend Larkin Moss back in the studio. And look, you brought some trouble in. It's like bring your kids to work day. How are you, darling?
On your day off, you bring your kids to work.
Yeah.
There you go. Good? I'm great.
Good. Let's start with adult talk first.
That's right.
How was the weekend?
Oh, it was beautiful because we were in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've never been to Fort Lauderdale.
Really?
Highly recommend.
All right. Well, we need to introduce you to, of course, Ryan. Okay. Now, this isn't your kid.
This is not mine.
This is Braylon's best buddy from school as well. How are you?
Good.
What were you?
Good.
Oh, good, good. I gave them instructions on how they had to hold the microphone. All right, Braylon, how did you two meet?
Well, it all started in preschool. We were like best friends since preschool. And then he was here in Sandersville. He went to Sandersville. We lived in the same neighborhood, so like we went over to each other's house like almost every single day. And then he moved to Georgetown and betrayed me.
Oh, betrayed you.
We didn't get the approval by Braylon for
Obviously,
that move, apparently.
Obviously. And Ryan, what have you been doing for summer? You been hanging out together?
Yeah, we've been hanging out together, and I've been playing in my pool. And we went to Niagara Falls, too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the most important thing about going back to school this year, Ryan?
Seeing my friends.
It's all about the friends?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. What about you, Braylon?
The most important thing is succeeding. I really don't want to mess up anymore.
Gosh, he's a good kid.
I was going to say, he acts like he's like a trouble child who makes F's and straight F's and horrible grades. And gosh, he's a good kid.
I was about to say, like, come on, he doesn't want to mess up.
You could answer that honestly. Just because I'm here doesn't mean... You're excited to see your friends.
Yeah, I'm excited to see most of my friends, but I'm going to a new school.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, most of my friends are going to be there, but
well, I hope you're not too lonely.
Yeah, I'm not.
You'll be fine.
If you are, you can always come back here from 12 to 1 and just be on the show. Well, you know, Ravi, he wasn't very good. This is Ravi Moss's son, everyone. And he wasn't very good, so you can go back and tell Dad that, don't worry, Dad, move on. I'm taking your position on Midday
You've been replaced.
Alrighty?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get on with the show.
All right.
You two
Thanks, guys, so much.
Go play with your video games. Oh, no, I won't trip you, I promise. I got you. Oh, they're good kids.
He didn't trip.
They're cute.
I was a little...
Alrighty, everyone. Does your dream wedding seem like a far-off fantasy? Midday Kentucky and ABC 36 want to make your dream a reality with the ultimate Big Blue wedding giveaway. It's valued, Larkin, at over $30,000.
This is a huge, huge gift. Okay, our partners, we want to provide you with everything you'll need for the big day. So we're talking about the dress, the venue, the cake, and so much more.
All you have to do, everyone, is go to WTBQ.com, click on the contest tab, and submit a picture of you with your fiance. But listen, you have to tell us why you deserve the wedding. And I mean, give me a teary story, because that's what's going to get you in the top 3, and then the public will vote for you. This isn't about me choosing. This is about the public choosing. Now, you only have till the end of August 31.
This is so exciting for somebody to win. I'm excited for whoever's going to win.
Next story, my friends. Would you sedate your child if you were going on a long flight? A mother of 4 admits she does, and it sparked outrage across social media. She says she gives them a medication that helps treat allergies or travel sickness, and it can cause drowsiness. Listen to her explain why she does this.
Not embarrassed. I just don't think it's fair. When somebody else has paid an absolute fortune for an economy flight seat, why should they have to put up with a screaming child for 15 hours on a flight? I'm sorry, but it's, you know what I struggle with is this sort of parent-centric attitude that, the whole world, the whole universe has to revolve around children. Back in the day, my aunt worked on cabin crew for 30 years. They would take the dummy, stick it in a bottle of whiskey, stick it back in the child's mouth.
Okay, can I just say one thing? This is obviously in England, and the only time you'd be flying 15 hours on a flight anywhere in England is if you're travelling to Australia or LA.
That did cross my mind. I was like, 15 hours is a really long flight. However, I will say, having just come back from a flight where a baby
That's why I wanted this story.
Yes. The baby cried on our flight back that was 2.5 hours.
You're talking about your son?
Yes, the whole way. I did not give him anything, obviously. But no, for the first hour, and I just felt so bad for the mom. That didn't bother me really as much as a passenger, but I did think the whole time, gosh, that is just, you're just desperate for that baby to stop crying, and there's nothing you can do.
But is it okay, and this is the question of the debate, is it okay to give them some type of allergy medication, and I remember people have spoken on the show here and also back on my other shows that they give them like Benadryl,
yes,
or
and
something.
I might be different, but I think that that's okay. I really do think it's okay for a little low dose of Benadryl, just for them to get a little drowsy and sleep, or just be.
Don't doctors prescribe that sometimes?
Yes.
I'm not quite sure, people.
Yes.
I think that could be the case.
And it's not like you're giving them something that, one, is unsafe, because obviously it is. Two, if you give it to them at a minimal dose, even though it's not for allergies, it's not like they're going to overdose on it. And
Right.
it's
But
not
does
unhealthy.
Benadryl make adults
Drowsy?
drowsy?
Sure enough does.
Oh, it does?
Sure enough does.
I
and
don't think
sure
I've
enough-
ever had Benadryl.
I
What does
take
it do?
Sometimes. It just kind of sedates you a little bit. Makes you a little drowsy and just, you just kind of fall
What's
asleep.
it used for?
For allergies, like if Braylon has an allergic reaction to something, we'll give it to him.
Oh.
Or if he's stuffed up or sniffling or whatever, we'll give it to him at night. There might have been a few times I slipped him a little just because I needed him to go to sleep.
Well, don't tell him now. He's over there. Tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page, everyone. Now, would you sunbathe topless by the kids' pool? A mother went to Mumsnet to ask people in the forum if it's inappropriate. Now, she was trying to straighten out her tan lines, she states, and catch this, and her husband told her that going topless near a kid's pool is not a good thing to do. She said he had his top off, so why couldn't I? Well, okay.
It's a little different.
He also said because I was female. Well, where is this, in the Middle East? Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to work out. I don't know, what do you think? This is one of the comments, okay? It's a bit odd to go topless by a kid's pool, though you would look like an attention seeker, like it or not. Boobs are sexualized and designed to appeal to the opposite sex, as well as feeding babies. Tell me what you think.
I say no. I think you shouldn't do it.
Yep.
Sometimes I have to ask myself, is this worth the fight? And is it worth the fight of having to even out your tan lines versus having this discussion? No. Is it worth being naked or half naked around children? No. Is it worth making people
But what age
uncomfortable?
is it
No.
inappropriate? Because I don't see, the funny thing is, there are some things that I'm a real prude on, and I have to say, I probably wouldn't have a problem with this if it was appropriate in the area.
Agreed.
If it was young teenagers and you were, say, 25,
Agreed.
and there were no children around, I'd be like, hey,
It's different.
it's a little different. But if you are at a kid's pool,
Like, could you imagine Ryan and Braylon sitting there at the pool and then somebody's topless?
that
It's
would
just
be
a little too young.
That's a little.
18 older, you're considered an adult. It's a different story, but young kids, it just, as a parent, it just brings up too many questions.
So you're obviously saying no. Mm-hmm. Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not that bad as long as it's the kids are at a certain age that you're sunbaking topless around. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. Alrighty, how often do you check out social media, everyone? How about your children? New research suggests teens who check their social media several times a day have twice the risk of developing ADHD. Experts say the constant digital updates while a child's brain is developing can make it harder for teenagers to focus on something. Now, a research team from the University of Southern California tracked 2,600 teens for 2 years. They asked them how many times they checked social media and then monitored them for ADHD symptoms. Okay. What do you think? Look, Braden and Ryan have been here.
Yes.
Okay, and they sort of sat down and started playing
Video games.
video games.
Yes, or on their phones in general.
So probably for the hour that they were here, maybe half an hour of that. The rest they were chatting to us. Good or bad?
Bad. I mean, I think that there's a time and a place for screens for children,
So between
especially.
Benadryl and the games, you're a bad mother.
It's a happy medium, between the two. You got to find compromise and a happy medium. No, but I do see, because if you think about it, ADHD is just a chemical stimulation of your brain. So when you're watching a screen or you're looking at a screen, it overstimulates your brain, which causes it to produce more of those chemicals and stuff, and that's what causes ADHD. It makes perfect sense. And I think that's why children now are so much.
So this is where it's a little interesting, Larkin, and
Yeah.
I'd actually like to have a doctor come on about this and talk about it.
Absolutely.
Is ADHD, are you born with that gene or is it developed? Because they are saying by watching social media, it creates ADHD in this story.
That's a good question. I don't know. I would say that it would develop over time.
It would maybe accentuate it and speed it up, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. I
That
think
might
it's
be
important that we find out.
I think so
Tell
too.
us what you think. Look, I Look, I don't think young kids should be on social media at all.
Yeah.
Now, I think there's laws and rules about age brackets when it comes to Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
With a certain age that you can go on there.
Okay.
So I think if you are controlling that situation, you really probably wouldn't have anything to worry about.
No, we don't have anything to worry about.
No.
With break, 'cause
Well, how often tell me the truth, how often do you look at social media?
Often. I mean, I'll catch myself sometimes getting out of Facebook and going back to Instagram, and I've already scrolled through Instagram. There's nothing new. Like,
really?
Yes, because I just get bored sometimes. But I will say with my job now where I'm sitting in lobbies and offices and things like that, I do. However, I became very aware of how much time I was spending on my phone, and so I started to carry things like Sudokus and books and different things with me in my purse or my bag so that I'm not on my phone as much.
I'm probably on an hour a day, I'll be honest. About an hour a day.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
No, I don't think it is.
Even at night?
Yeah, well, I've got too many of those trashy TV shows that I love, everyone. I'm too busy.
I need help.
Do you know what I mean? And then
rehab.
Shonda Rhimes just announced last night that she's developing 8 more shows to go on Netflix. She's ruined my life.
Oh, here comes
and
the
I
binge.
tweeted going, is this the worst news in the world?
Yeah.
Not. You know, Shonda Rhimes is
it could
one
be
of the
worse.
best executive producers. All right, small talk, it's something people want to avoid, right? But sometimes it's unavoidable. So whether it's with the coworker you've just met, the family member you never talk to, or the cute person from across the room, here are some tips to help you get through small talk. Okay, here's the thing. Before we get to all those, let's take them down for a second. I have to say to you, Larkin, you're in a job like I am, where there's a lot of small talk.
Lots of small talk.
A lot of small talk,
Lots of
people.
small talk.
I was at the mall on Friday and literally getting my screen fixed, and this lady, God bless her, she literally ran out of a store, ran over to me, and she said, Troy, I've always wanted to meet you, we love the show, blah, blah, blah. And I immediately started thinking, small talk mode.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Instantly.
And I know that's bad, and she was very sweet, but it was small talk.
It is, all the time. And sometimes small talk can be painful, so I've kind of had to train myself, which is funny. As I was reading beforehand these little tips, I'm like, wow, I do that. But before it is hard to make small talk.
Yeah, people say I have a way of interviewing you in a way as small talk.
I can 100%
Yeah, and I don't mean to, but it's just,
it's not
you just go into that mode.
Well, it's open-ended questions.
All right, so let's have a look. Avoid one-word answers.
Yep.
Totally agree. Don't say yes or no, everyone. If the other person is talkative, embrace it. I say, talk your bloody head off. You know?
Do you?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's good.
If I'm out at a function and I've got a drink in my hand, I'm like, chat away, sister.
Yep.
Because when this is empty, then it's my exit.
There you go.
So if you see me chugging back that drink real fast,
and
that person talking to me is probably boring me, and I want to move on.
And you're ready for another drink.
I'm ready for another drink.
It's a cue.
It's a
cue.
All right. Ask questions. See?
Yes.
Again, I interview people. People have said that to me.
Yes.
They said you intimidate people because you go into interview mode.
I don't think it's intimidating. I think it's great.
Yeah.
That's
probably why I don't ever get a second date.
Because you drink your drinks too fast.
Drink my drinks too fast after my questions.
There you go.
Then I move on. Avoid conversation starters like, how have you been? Make it a real meaningful conversation. Actually, you know what? I sort of agree with that.
Yes.
Larkin.
Yes.
What's your worst go-to line when someone comes up to you at a function?
My worst go-to?
Yeah.
I have this bad habit of saying, like, what you know?
Oh.
That's a bad question to ask somebody because it's like, how do you even answer that?
Oh, what do you say?
What you know? What you know? Like, what do you know?
Okay.
What do you know? What's new?
I don't think you've ever said that to me.
I haven't?
All right, very quickly, one more. Stop thinking you are boring. Have confidence. You're killing the conversation before it even starts. Oh, Lord. This is too much.
I know. It's a lot.
All right, what's happening, my dear friend?
Good question. All right, keep watching because you never know what you're going to give away. We're giving away 4 tickets to Beach Bend
Have you been?
Park. No.
It's cool.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, coming up, we're looking at what's poppin' in entertainment.